Welcome back students to the fifth part of life process chapter. In this video we are dealing with respiration in animals. First, respiration, unicellular animals. In small organisms, the exchange of gases occurs through the general body surface or the cell membrane. Amoeba and paramecium are examples. Now, respiration through general body surface. Example, amoeba. In amoeba, cell membrane itself acts as the respiratory surface. Oxygen enters and carbon dioxide get removed through the cell membrane itself. Now, respiration in multicellular organisms. Larger animals have a much greater requirement of energy. They need more oxygen. Therefore, they have special respiratory organs. Some animals uses general body surface for respiration. Example, hydra and earthworms. There are three types of respiratory organs: trachea, gills and lungs. Now moving on to respiration in hydra. In hydra, the respiratory surface is cell membrane, and through diffusion, exchange of gases takes place. In earthworm uses outer surface as gas exchange surface, and it has a series of thin wall blood vessels known as capillaries near to the outer surface. Respiration in arthropods. Insects have fine system of air tubes reaching all parts of the body. Such tubes are called trachea. Trachea opens out through openings called spiracles. Now this diagram shows spiracle, the tube called trachea, and the air sacs which are attached to the trachea. Next is respiration in mollusca. Aquatic mollusks breathe through gills, and land snails breathe through lungs. Now, respiration in echinodermata. Example, starfish. They use gills for respiration, and these gills are present on the skin. Now, respiration in fishes. Respiratory organ is gills. Gills are made up of thousands of gill filaments. Gills are covered by operculum. Water flows over gills as fish opens mouth and swims. Water flows in the opposite direction of blood flow. Oxygen diffuses from the water into the blood. Filaments have blood vessels, and they increase the surface area for gaseous exchange. Now in this diagram you can see the gills. In the second diagram you can see the operculum, which is a covering for the gills. Now in this diagram you can see the gill filaments and the blood vessels which are associated with the gill filaments. Now, respiration in aquatic organism. Solubility of oxygen in water is very low. Therefore, oxygen available for aquatic organism is also less. To make up for this low availability of oxygen, the rate of breathing in aquatic organisms is much higher than in terrestrial organisms. Now, respiration in frog. Tadpole uses gills to respire. Frogs don't have gills, and they use other factors for respiration. They are skin, lungs and lining of mouth. Now this diagram shows cutaneous respiration in frog, that is through skin. Now dealing with respiration in frogs through lungs. In this diagram you can see how frog takes in air and gives out air, and how the lungs is expanded and relaxed. Now moving on to the next, respiration in reptiles. In reptiles, they have spongy lungs. These lungs provide more gas exchange than amphibian lungs. They cannot exchange gas through skin. Most reptiles have two lungs, but some snakes have only one lungs. Now, respiration in birds. Now, in this diagram, if you see, you can see the lungs along with lots of air sacs. So, avian respiratory system is different from that of all other vertebrates. They have relatively smaller lungs. Along with lungs, they have air sacs. Lungs of birds don't inflate and deflate. They retain constant volume of air. They have unidirectional ventilation. Alveoli in birds are not grape-like. They are tubular structures. So in this video, we have explained about respiration in all the animals except humans. Respiration in humans will be in another video. Thank you for watching.